I'm Bobby and I grew up on my family's farm. I moved to the big city, let adventure take me far. It's Hobbies with Bobby, yeah! This is Hobbies with Bobby.
Hey, good to see ya! Today, we're filming a DIY special, since I'm working on fixing up this goat pen for my parents coming home. The fence on this one broke a long time ago, and so it's just been lying empty. They're so busy, they haven't had any time to work on it. I thought it would be a fun surprise for them. I've already cleaned out all the old junk in this space, and next, I'm gonna clean and paint the fence and roof. Right now, I'm stuck on what color to paint. Would you like to help me choose? I really like this one called Fresh Cut Grass, and this one called Mermaid's Tail. But I'm also leaning towards this one called Whispering Peach. But can a peach whisper? Oh, hey, Farmer Mason. What do you think? What do you think of this color, nacho cheese?
Bobby, I've got some bad news.
You're right. Bad choice. Goats don't even eat nachos. I wonder if they have a color called Bobby's Lunch, since that's what they're always snacking on.
No. What? No, Bobby, one of the goats is missing from the pen. Can you please help me find her?
I'm on it. Where do you want me to look?
Well, I think we can cover more ground if we split up. So you take the left side of the farm, and I'll take the right side.
Great. We won't stop until we find her. You know, this actually reminds me of one of my all-time favorite Bible stories. Let's have Miss Sophie read it to you while I go look for the lost goat.
It's Bible time, time for the Bible, yeah! This is Bible Time with Sophie.
This story comes from Luke chapter 15, verses 1 through 6. Now, the tax collectors and sinners were all gathering around to hear Jesus. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law muttered, "This man welcomes sinners and eats with them." Then Jesus told them this parable. Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Woo-hoo! Then he calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost sheep." Then Jesus tells two more stories of things that get lost. Some money in one story and a man's son in another. These are three of the most famous parables Jesus told. If you remember, a parable is a simple story used to tell us a lesson, and they were one of Jesus's favorite ways to teach us. Here, in the story about the lost sheep, Jesus is talking to a bunch of really strict religious people who thought that the only way to be loved by God was to live a perfect life. Have you ever made a mistake? Have you ever felt like you weren't good enough? Sadly, that is what those people around Jesus were doing. They made others feel like they weren't good enough for God and that God didn't love them. But the stories Jesus tells here paint a very different picture. What do you think, Bobby?
You see, in all of these stories, no matter how lost someone is, the one who loves them is always looking for them and excited to welcome them back as soon as they're found. Just like how Farmer Mason loves the missing goat so much, he'll never give up on finding her. Did you know God loves us like that too? All of us are just like little lambs in the story, getting distracted or lost and ending up in the wrong place. We sometimes do things that God wouldn't want us to do or go places God wouldn't want us to go. But God doesn't get mad at us for getting lost. God always finds us and gently helps us back to the right place. That's how you know God loves us, and God loves us so much, and God will never stop loving us. Do you think Farmer Mason will be mad at the wandering goat or happy to find her? What do you think? I hope we find out.
Bobby, come over to the field.
Wow, looks like Farmer Mason found something. You found her. How did she get all the way down here?
I don't know, but she's been here in the meadow eating all our nice plants the whole time. I'm just so happy she's okay and that we found her.
See, like magic.
What do you say we help her get back to her home? And what's that you were saying earlier about nacho cheese or something?
Oh, hey, I know how we can celebrate. See you all next week for more adventures on the farm. I'm gonna whip up my batch of famous nachos for a celebration snack. See you later.
This is Hobbies with Bobby.